In this video, I'm going to show you how to navigate the WordPress dashboard. So once you've logged into your website, you're going to get to your WordPress dashboard, which is also known as the back end of your website. And over here in the left corner, you'll see the WordPress icon where you could navigate to WordPress. And to the right here, we've got this little house icon with the name of our website. So if I click on that, that's going to take me to the front end of my website, and you'll notice that the little icon has now changed to a dashboard. If I click on that again, that's going to take me to my dashboard. And to the right here, I've got this little speech bubble and a little counter. So if I click on that, it will take me to all the comments that are currently on my blog posts or on my website. And you'll see that in this left panel over here, comments is now highlighted because that's where I'm working currently. And to the right here, there's a shortcut here to go and add a new post, media, page, product, order, coupon, or user. And I've got Lightspeed Cache installed on this website. So depending on which caching plugin you may have, this icon would appear a little differently, or it may say cache or caching. And then I could just hover on this and go and purge my cache so that any changes I make on the website are visible on the front end of the website. And then to the right here, I'm currently logged in. So from here, I could go and edit my profile, or I could log out. So I'm going to go to the dashboard. And then here you'll see that we have this welcome panel at the top. And then I also have all these other screen elements at the bottom. And if I wanted to remove any of these items, I would just click on screen options. And then I would go and deselect any of the items I don't want. So there we go. And here you could also drag any of these items around if you wanted to and move them where you wanted them to be placed. Perfect. And over here, if we click on updates, it'll show you the current version of WordPress that you're working in. And if you needed to do an update of WordPress, there would be a prompt over here to make that update, as well as for plugins and themes as well. I'm going to click on posts. And here you'll see all the blog posts that are currently on the website. So if you wanted to filter your posts, you could go and filter them by date or by category. Go and filter it. And then you could go and select them all, and you could do a bulk delete. Or if you wanted to go and select an entire category to do a bulk edit, you could also do that as well. And then over here, you'll see if you wanted to add a new post, you could go and click on this button, go to the shortcut, or you could go and click on add new over here. And if I hover over any of these posts, you'll see that there are little prompts here where you could go and edit, which will take you into the WordPress editor, or I could do a quick edit over here where I could change the post title, the slug, and all of these details, maybe add a password to this page or mark it as private, and I could change categories, or I could go and change the status of the post as well. And then any of these changes, you would click on update, but I'm going to cancel that. And then you could also go over here and you could click on trash, or you could go and view the post on the front end of the website. And we're going to go to media. So here in media, you could choose if you wanted to keep it in the grid layout as it currently is, or you could go and view it in a list layout. And then here you could go and filter by your media type or filter by date. And if you wanted to delete any of these items, you could also go and click on the item and click on delete permanently, or you could go and click on bulk select and you could just click on whichever items you wanted to delete and click on delete permanently. And here you could do the same where you could click on add new or add new, and then here you could also click on add new. And if you click on add new over here, you could go and select your files by clicking on this, and it would take you to your files where you could select it from, or you could go and drag your items into this area. And over here, we're going to click on pages. And then here in pages, we've got all our pages that are currently on the website. And the same, you could go and click on this to add new, or over here, or over here. And here it will show you all the pages are currently selected, but if you wanted to see only your published items or your drafts, or if you had any recently deleted pages, those would also be here. And over here, we could go and do the same as we did with our blog post. We could go and edit or move to trash, and you could also filter them over here. And because I've got WooCommerce installed, it's showing up in my left panel as well, just like my caching plugin is as well. But I'm not going to go into WooCommerce because this isn't a WooCommerce tutorial. So I'm going to skip products, analytic, and marketing because those are all WooCommerce related. And over here, if we click on appearance, you'll see the themes that you currently have installed on your website, and you could go and add a new one by clicking over here, and then you could search any themes, or you could go through the list over here, or you could go and click on upload theme. And here we could go and click on customize, and this would take you to your customizer, and you could make your changes to your website from here. But I'm going to go back. And then here I'm going to go click on widgets. And this is where you could build out your sidebar, or you could build out your footer widgets. And this uses the WordPress editor, so you could just click over here and then you could go and build out your sidebar or widgets like that. And we're going to go to menus. And then over here in menus, you could go and select which menu you wanted to edit. So we're currently working in the primary menu. So you could go over here and you could select your menu, or you could go and create a new menu over here. And here you will see all your pages that you could add to the menu, your most recent, or you could go click on view all, or you could search for a specific page. You could also go and add any posts to your menu. You could go and add a custom link. Like here, we've got a custom link over here, and you could go and add any categories to your menu, and you could add your WooCommerce endpoints if you have WooCommerce installed. So if you wanted to go and add an item to the menu, you just click on it over here, and then you would go select any of the items you want, and you would click on add to menu. And then it would go to the bottom here, and you could just drag it wherever you wanted to. You could also drag it into over here so that it's a sub menu item. And then you would go make your changes and click on save menu. And over here, if we click on plugins, it will take you to which plugins you currently have installed on your website. And you could go and add new by clicking over here. And then you could go and search for a plugin, or you could go and upload a plugin as well. And then over here, we could go click on users. You could go and navigate to any user on your website, and you could go and click on edit if you wanted to change the role of the user. And if you wanted to add a new user, you would click on here, fill out all these details, and here you could choose the role of the user on your website. And over here, you could also click on profile to go into your own profile. Then here in settings, you could go and change your site title, your tagline, you could change your URL, your email address, and you could select if you want anyone to be able to register on your website, and you could select the default user role when somebody signs up on your website. And then here you could change your language, your time zone, the time format, and your date format as well. And then here in writing, you could go and set what the default post category would be when someone creates a post on your website. And these I'm going to leave as is. And then here I'm going to go to reading. And over here, you could choose which page would be your home page when somebody lands on your website. You can go and select that from the drop down over here. And you could also select which page would show your blog post. And then you would click on any changes that you made. And then here on discussion, you could go make any settings that you want to. You could go and deselect this if you don't want to allow comments on your website. So you could go and deselect any items here. And then you could go and if you don't want to show avatars, and you would just go and save your changes. Then here on media, you could go and make changes to your media. And then here in permalinks, I would go and select post name so that it's just your URL with the name of the post instead of a page number or a date followed by the name of the post. And then over here, because I've got WooCommerce installed, you could go and change that as well, but I'm going to leave that as custom base. And then if I click on privacy, you could create a new page for your privacy policy, or you could use a page that you've currently got set. And then over here, if you want to collapse the menu, you could click on that. And that's how you navigate the WordPress dashboard.